right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Seattle.
Chris Carson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. Throwing again, Brady. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski, 60 yards. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he will get into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game.
Buccaneers 15. Bradley Pinion.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Seahawks take over.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. From the gun, Wilson dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. They get 6, that'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he fires one, but incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. On 1st down, Carson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong. I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson there to make the grab. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Wilson now from the gun, he'll throw, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You gotta like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they can't bring him down. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Griffin there defensively.
To throw again. Brady airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. That is caught inside the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin White able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
It's 3rd down.
3rd and long. It's Wilson being chased out left. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. That was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Brady on target there to Godwin. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and run it in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes this a 9-point game. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Tampa.